Welcome, my friends, to our channel Atlantis, the channel of ancient and rare coins. Enjoy today's video, my friends, as it is very important.
1941 Wheat Penny Coin Value. Did you know that a 1941 wheat penny value varies according to its physical condition as well as the location where it was minted? So, if you're planning to kick off your coin collection hobby, it's important to be adept at these aspects in detail. Cents from 1941 are not particularly challenging to find these days because of over 1 billion pieces produced. The 1941 penny value depends on several crucial factors since most are well worn after decades in circulation. However, over 80 years old specimens in high grade are collectible and potentially valuable. But don't fret because, in this video, you get to understand the ins and outs of this coin series, from its history to its key designs. In addition, we will cover some of the common errors and even questions associated with these coins. (1941) No mint mark wheat penny value. The mintage of 887,018,000 pennies in 1941 was really high, and all those coins came from Philadelphia. That is one of the reasons for their moderate value on the market. For instance, you can find coins with brown-colored surfaces for $1 to $4, correlating pennies' prices with their appearance. On the other hand, red-brown pieces are always more costly, ranging from $5 to $18. As expected, the most valuable are specimens with beautiful red toning. Well-preserved pennies with this feature are available in a few grades, hence the price difference. Interestingly, pennies in the highest possible grade in the set, MS68, are pieces minted in this mint. Since they are unbelievably rare, you can get at least $16,000 per one. (1941) D wheat penny value. The mintage of the 1941 D pennies was 128,700,000. Such a high number is one of the reasons for their moderate value nowadays. So, you can buy one brown penny minted this year for $2 to $5, while those with red-brown toning are worth approximately $3 to $18. Red-colored 1941 cents reach a bit higher prices, and you should set aside $30 to $160 to get one. However, some pieces are a real surprise. For instance, one owner sold his MS68 rating penny minted this year for $9,000 in 2025. (1941) S wheat penny value. Aside from Philadelphia and Denver mints, San Francisco also took part in the production of 1941 wheat penny coins. They manufactured two types of coins, circulated and proof coins. For the circulated category, a total of 92,360,000 pieces were released. On the other hand, they had 21,100 proof coins. However, that doesn't affect their prices much, and you can effortlessly find brown-tone pieces for $3 to $8. Red-brown specimens can be a bit pricey, ranging from $5 to $25. Only red coins in the highest grades are more valuable, while those ranking from MS63 to MS66 are worth $30 to $70. Those with the MS68 grade can reach $15,000 at auctions. (1941) Proof wheat penny value. Besides regular cents without the mint mark, the Philadelphia Mint also struck 1941 proofs. Thanks to a low mintage of only 21,100 coins, their price can be high, particularly for those in the highest grades. Since brown pennies are the least desirable among collectors, their price range is the lowest, from $18 to $120, depending on quality. Red-brown colored ones are a bit more expensive, and you should set aside $30 to $350 to get one. However, the 1941 penny with PR67 ranking can surprise you with an average price of $3,400 to $4,400. Red specimens can be even more costly. For instance, one owner sold his PR67 rating penny minted this year for $28,200 in 2013. 1941 wheat penny double die. Double die obverse is a famous error among 1941 pennies that occurred when the die struck the future coin surface more than once. You can find doubling on the Liberty and or I in God We Trust. These coins can be pricey. For instance, brown pieces cost approximately $80 to $500, while red-brown tone ones are typically worth $225 to $780. On the other hand, the 1941 DDO red penny price range is from $300 to $10,000, depending on their grades. For instance, one owner sold his MS-66 rating 1941 wheat penny double die for $9,200 in 2010. (1941 wheat penny FAQ). Is a 1941 wheat penny rare? No, the 1941 wheat penny is not considered rare. The reason for such is because of its high mintage, which reached more than 887 million. This means that this type of coin is very abundant and is widely accessible in the market, even now. How do I know if my 1941 penny is valuable? For wheat dollars, the minting location does not significantly impact the value of coins, especially the circulated ones. Perhaps the only difference would be a couple of cents, or sometimes $1. However, proof coins produced in San Francisco are certainly more valuable because of their striking features. On top of that, you need to consider the errors found on the coin as the price rises with every flaw caused by the usual production. However, if the defect is due to usage, unfortunately, these do not help in improving its value.
I hope, my dear friends, that you enjoyed this video and we lived up to your expectations and provided you with great benefit in the world of old and rare coins. Please, my friends, do not forget to press the like button and activate the bell so that you always receive new things on our channel. The Atlantis channel team thanks you very much for your loyalty, my dear friends.